Hey there, Salvatore'S kitchen fans. How you going, man? Alright, so we're going to do steak alla pizzaola. I've got some low GI penne pasta boiling over here already. I'm just heating up this pan. And I'm just going to grab the rump steak that I bought today. Now, you should probably use rib fillet, but I like rump, so I'm just going to try some. I'm just going to use some rump. So I'm just going to grab that. Hang on a second. Just your run-of-the-mill rump from Woolworths. I'm just cooking for myself today, so I'm just going to take this middle piece. The whole thing here is 500 grams. So this one would be about 150 grams. Away we go. Chuck that right in there. Put that in the fridge. So, while I remember, salt on the steak, pepper. This is cracked pepper. If you can't boil pasta, I can't help you. Always boil pasta to al dente, right? So just for my records, I've put a little lapel mic here, so I'm looking off camera. I love these little mics. So this is a question of one I prepared earlier. This is actually the pizzaola sauce. Well, that's what I'm calling it, but it's actually in Italian we say olio, aglio e peperoncino, which I explained to Madonna today at the Anale restaurant there. Oil, garlic, and chili with tomato. That's the sauce that I had left over from the other day. When you do the steak, I like to sear it first, like that. See that? And it seems to hold the flavor in. So you want to cook this steak to the middle, like to medium, before you start putting any sauces in. Because if I kind of put the sauce in now, it's going to burn. I should be looking that way, really, shouldn't I? So while that's cooking, I'm going to double check the pasta. So for me, I've got 66 grams. I measured it out, 66 grams of pasta. And as I said, it's smart pasta I'm using, which is a low GI pasta for those of us who are diabetic. That's perfect. That's to al dente, like a little bit raw, because I'm going to cook it in with the steak for a second in the end. So I'm happy with that. I want to arrest the cooking as well, so I'm going to pull the water out. I got me trusty strainer, which was from ricotta cheese, reused. Put this mic lead over there. Alright. So I don't pull on it or something. Okay, so let's drain this. So you don't really care about draining it too well, because you actually want a little bit of that water. What turns out is there is actually a little bit of pasta water in my sauce anyway from the first dish that I did with that sauce. I'm going to leave that there while this steak cooks. You see there, nice and golden brown on top. can cook this really to how you want. I like medium well, but as I said, cook it to medium first if you like medium well before you put in the sauce. I'm going to use all of this oil because it'll just add flavor to what I'm doing with the pasta and all of that. I'm going to grab some parmesan from my fridge. I've got, of course, wouldn't be my dish without fresh parsley from my garden, which will be the garnish on top. So, okay, I'm going to grab some parmesan, try a little bit, there's a little bit of fat here. Wow, tasty. This is going to be on the pasta at the last minute. I'm just using cheap Woolworths Australian shredded parmesan. If you got a good budget, you can use something better. Okay, I would say at this stage it should be right to put my sauce in. So you're gonna have to plan ahead. Build all my very similar sauce to pizzaola. You can smell that basil from my garden in that sauce. Off you go. Give that a nice little mix. Quite a bit of oil in there, but it's no big deal. Might turn the heat down a little bit. Chuck my pasta in. Give that a nice little mix up. I don't really need to add any more salt at this stage or pepper or anything, because that should be all in there well. You see that? That's essentially cooked. You just want to heat up your sauce, but remember, you'll have to plan ahead with that sauce, or you can actually make it, you can fry them separately, right? So make the sauce up. I probably will show you again that sauce. I'm pretty sure I've done it in the past, but it's not too difficult. You can make it in a pan and then do your steak and then put them together, right? If you don't have that sauce ready. But you know, I wouldn't really cook it too much more than that. Probably a little bit less cooked than what I'm used to for my liking, but it should be right. Right. Might get all of this out of there because I don't want it to cook anymore. Remember, I don't need all of that oil. I just want mainly sauce, right? So make sure that I don't burn anything. Just trying to do everything in one spot. Bit of my parmesan really on the pasta. Put a little bit on steak, I suppose. Bit of prezzemolo. How do you say that in English? Parsley. There we go. There we go. Steak alla pizzaola with the side of penne. Buon appetito to me. Hope you enjoyed that. If you did, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Salvatore'S Kitchen out. Ciao.